Hi everyone. So just now you have seen the clip of the movie Titanic where Titanic sank and many people did not survive. So our task is to predict how many of them survived. Okay. First thing is we need a data. Okay. So I have downloaded this data from the Kaggle website. So there are two files. One is train data, one is train and another one is test. So train data is the data which we use to train our model. Okay. And this is the data where the incident already happened. So if you look at the column 1, passenger ID 1 is 0. That means he did not survive. And passenger ID 2 is 1. That means he survived. Okay. So with the help of this data, we will train our model. The second file is the test data. So test data is the data where we are going to predict the outcome. Okay. So as you can see, there is no survive column. So we have to predict passenger ID 892 survived or not. Passenger ID 893 survived or not. Okay. So let's go to our Anaconda navigator and launch Jupyter notebook. So over here we have to create a new notebook. So click on new, select Python 3 and this will create a new notebook. Okay. So first thing is we need to import the libraries. Okay. So import libraries and we will mark it down. Okay. So first import pandas as PD. Pandas is used for data analysis, and then we will import numpy as np, and numpy is used for numerical data calculation, and then we will import seaborn as sns, and seaborn is used for statistical plotting, and one more we need is import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and this is also we are going to use it for our graphs. Okay, so let's run it. So now we need to import the data, so we have to import data. Let's mark it down. Okay, so we need the train data to train our model. So train underscore data, this is equal to pd dot read underscore csv. So so over here we have to give the location of the file. So our file is located in download and Titanic. Okay, so download / Titanic. So t slash, and the name of the file is train dot csv. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so now let's check our data is successfully loaded or not. Okay, so train underscore data dot head. Okay, so we can see the data. That means everything is fine. Okay, now let's see how many total number of rows and columns are there. So train underscore data dot shape, run it. So there are total in this file, there are total 891 rows and there are 12 columns. Okay, so let's check how many of passengers did survive the incident and how many of them did not. So for that we are going to use the seaborn. So SNS dot count plot SNS dot count plot and x is equal to survived and data is equal to train underscore data. Okay, so we will click on run. So 0 is for they did not survive and 1 is they did survive. Okay, so from the graph we can say that 550 passengers did not survive and 350 passengers did survive. Okay, so now let's check by the class graph and let's copy from here and add the u, so is equal to p class. Okay, from this graph we can say that most of the passengers did not survive were from third class, and from this survived data we can say that most of the passengers survived from the first class. Okay, so hence we can say that whoever take a first class ticket, they are more likely to survive. Okay, so now let's check by the gender. So we can see that in the incident most of the male did not survive compared to the. Now let's build our model. Okay, so for this use case we are going to use random forest. So from sklearn dot ensemble import random forest classifier. So now let's first discuss what is random forest classifier. So it is the supervised machine learning algorithm, and it is combination of multiple decision trees. Okay, and what is decision tree? So decision tree is the algorithm which takes the decision at every node. Okay, so as you can see, this is a tree one. It will check passenger is male or a female. If it is a female, how many sibling she has. Okay, and if it is greater than 3, it will she will more likely to survive. And similarly, it will go down, and tree 1 will vote that she will going to survive, she or he will going to survive. Okay, similarly T2 and T3. So random forest will do, it will collect all the votes, and whichever result then majority, it will predict that. Okay, so from this we can say that out of 3 only 1 is non-survived and other 2 are survived, so that's why it's going to predict survived. Okay, so let's get back to our code. Now we have to decide our target. What is our target? Our target is survived column. We want survived column. So y is equal to train underscore data and survived. Okay, and now we need our features, on which parameter we are going to predict passenger survived or not. Okay, so features is equal to, so I will say P class, comma, sex, comma, sib_sp, comma, parts, so we have decided our features. Okay, on this parameter we are going to decide who survived and who's not. Okay, so now we will convert this categorical data into the dummy data for the calculation for test and train data. Okay, so x underscore train is equal to pd dot get underscore dummies and train underscore data chars. Okay, and similarly we will do it for test. Test is equal to pd dot get underscore dummies and test underscore data features. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so we have not imported our test data. Okay, so we will go above and over here test underscore data is equal to and over here test.csv. Okay, and run. So now we will define our model. So model is equal to random forest classifier and alice is equal to and underscore estimators estimators is equal to 100. We are giving our model the 100 decision tree and it will take vote from each decision tree and then it will predict the output. Okay, so after that max underscore depth. In this decision tree, we can say that we can see that there is only 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3, and we are telling by, in our code that it should go up to 5. Okay, and now we will give the random state. So random state is we are giving random state as 1. So every iteration it will give the same result. So whenever we run it multiple times, it will give us the same result. So now let's run it. So now we will fit our model. Okay, so model dot fit x comma y. So what we are doing over here, we are giving our model the training data features, and we are giving him the survived data. We are telling him this is the input and this is the output. You have to predict the same output when we give you a new data. Okay. So at this point, we are fitting our model. So when we click on run, so now it got trained. Our model got trained. Now it's ready to predict our output. Okay. So what we will do, prediction. So we will predict, and we call our model dot predict, and over here we say underscore test. Now our test data, we are giving him the test data, and we want to predict the survived column. Okay, so at this point it will going to predict. Okay, so we will save the result in an Excel format. Okay, so what we will do, output is equal to pd dot data frame, and what columns we want passenger ID. Okay, so passenger ID, and then from the test underscore data dot passenger ID, comma, and we want to predict survived column, survived from prediction. Okay, so what we are doing over here, we are taking our passenger ID from the test data, and we are taking our survived column from this prediction. Okay, so now we will save this result. So output dot to underscore CSV, and we will give the location where we want to save this file. So downloads, let's give this file this location, and prediction.csv. Okay, now our file get generated at this location, Titanic prediction. Okay, to downloads, now the Titanic, and over here our prediction.csv. So from this column we can say that passenger 892 did not survive, passenger 891 survived. So we have successfully predicted who will going to survive and who will not. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope this information was helpful.